Hey homegirls, it's your girl Sky and I am back with another video. So today I just wanted to come to y'all because I had a revelation today. Okay, so I was working out this morning. Typically I power walk and I do a little bit of jogging. I've been easing my way into jogging rather. So today on my walk, God told me that power walking is not gonna cut it. Like I really need to get into my workout a little bit more and really push myself. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, I want you to jog at certain stretches and I want you to walk at certain stretches. So while I was doing this, I would say by my fourth lap, I was starting to get tired. And I was like, you know what? I normally just power walk all of the laps anyway, so I'm just gonna take this lap off and power walk. But then the voice inside of me told me, no, you need to push yourself because the goal that you have in mind, the big goal that you have in mind is in the little things. It's in the small things. And that's basically what I want to get into today. What you're asking God for, what you are looking forward to, that blessing that you want, it's in the little things that's going to get you there. God is not like a genie in a bottle where you just ask him for something and he's going to give it to you. You have to actually put in work to get there, right? Not saying that you should not have faith that it'll get done, but faith without works is dead. You can't just be a sitting duck and expect things to just miraculously fall into your lap, right? You have to actually work towards these things and God will make a way for it to happen, right? So when you are working towards something, if you expect a big result from something, it's in the little things that you do. Okay, I want to lose over 50 pounds, and I can't expect to lose over 50 pounds if I don't do the little stuff that it's going to take to get me there. That little voice in your head when you don't feel like doing something, you have to ignore that because that is of your flesh, okay? You have to see yourself the way God sees you, and you have to apply that to everything that you do. You have to apply that to everything that you do in life, okay? Everything is in the small things, okay? If you want to stop drinking and your friend asks you to go out to the bar, you will probably think in your head, it wouldn't hurt to go this one time and to have one drink. But actuality, that one time turns into two times, that one drink turns into two drinks, so on and so forth. It's in the little small decisions. When I was working out today, each time I got to the part where it was time for me to start running, I had to push myself. I had to tell myself in my mind, this is worth it. You need to push yourself. You need to push yourself. You can do it. Breathe. You got this. I had to talk to myself and push myself through it because it's in the little things. That little bit of extra work that I'm putting in is going to pay off in the long run. Okay? The things that are worth having, you have to do the things that you don't feel like doing. If you said that you wanted to get closer to God, at the end of the day, or at the beginning of the day, whenever you spend time with God, you always seem to get tired, right? You always seem to be like, oh, I don't feel like doing it right now. But you have to push yourself to do it because if you keep putting stuff off over time, these little instances where you're not doing what you're supposed to do is going to add up and you're not going to be where you should have been if you would have done those little things, okay? You need to start seeing yourself the way God sees you. God sees you as great. He sees you as magnificent, okay? He invented you, okay? He takes pride in his inventions. He takes pride in his children. Who has children and does not brag about their children, right? He wants to brag about you. He thinks that you are the best thing since sliced bread. How many of us have witnessed parents bragging about their kids and you're just like, whoop-de-doo, like, who cares? Great, awesome, But the way a parent sees their child, they think that their child is the best of the best, the cream of the crop, okay? And that's how God sees you. So the minute you start seeing God the way that he sees you, the minute you will start living in a way that will be pleasing to him. God wants what's best for you. He envisions you on being the best. So when you're working out and you don't feel like pushing yourself, think to yourself, the best version of me is fit, in shape, and fabulous, okay? And I cannot get there if I don't push myself in this instance. The best version of me is at peace. There's no drama in my life. And, I'm happy and I'm living my best life. And I can't get there if I keep feeding into these little instances of drama or keep letting these little things get to me. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, whatever you see yourself being, your dream self, your highest self, you can't get there without doing the little things. You're not just going to wake up one day and be there. Okay, so it's in the small things and it's in the things that you don't feel like doing. I want to hit y'all with Proverbs 16, verse 9. A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. So you have plans on being great. You have plans on having that successful business. You have plans on having that successful relationship, but you cannot get there if you don't do the small things, the small steps, the small sacrifices that are required of you on the journey, on the way to that blessing. You're not going to get there if you aren't willing to do those things, okay? And I also want to hit y'all with Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. And let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. So anything worth having is going to be hard, okay? You're not going to always feel like doing it, but you cannot keep letting your flesh take control over you. Your flesh is trying to keep you in the same exact spot where you are. Your flesh is trying to keep you comfortable, but God wants you to be uncomfortable. God wants you to get up and move. He wants you to push yourself. He wants you to do things that you have never done before, to get blessings that you have never had before. You cannot expect the same results if you keep doing the same things. You have to do new things. You have to push yourself to new levels. That is your flesh saying, what is going on? What is going on here? Like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this. That is your flesh. But God is trying to pull you out of that. He's trying to push you to another level. You ask for this big blessing. This big blessing does not come without sacrifice. All right. So the moment you honestly, truly start seeing yourself the way God sees you, if you start seeing yourself as that child whose parent feels like they do no wrong and that they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, and when you start seeing yourself and having that confidence in who you are in God's eyes, when you start seeing yourself like that, you're not going to fall victim to your flesh. You're going to keep pushing, you're going to keep striving, and you're going to keep doing those little things. So take it one step at a time. Be in the present moment. Focus on finishing one thing on your plate at a time. Take it one step at a time. All right. Wherever you are in your journey, wherever you are in your level up journey, focus on that task that you're facing right in this moment. Don't worry about what's to come after that. Stay focused on what you're doing right now. Okay. Keep pushing yourself. Keep going, and remember that it's in the little things, because I would not have gotten through that workout today, or I would not have gotten a workout that was worth my while, that's actually going to help me get to my goal, if I would have listened to my flesh and I didn't keep pushing. Do the things that you don't feel like doing. Just do it. Just do it. And it'll be worth your while. So that's all I got for y'all today, and I will talk to y'all later.